Hello, I'm back. Come on and join me in the kitchen. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Hi. When you get in, please say hello. I miss you guys. Hello. Just come on in. Let's turn on some lights. Camera, action. Hark, who's there? Who is there? Who's joining me? Come on in. Happy New Year. It's been a while, so I want to extend my gratitude for another year of life. Come on in. Today we are doing something quick and easy to throw together. You can have it for lunch, meal prep, dinner. You can even have it for breakfast. I mean, who's to say? All right, so let's get started. When you come in, just say hello, and we're going to jump right in. Hi, who's there? Who's there? Who's there? All right. Come on. All right, so we're going to get started. Let me turn you this way so we can see the stove. Don't necessarily have to see me, but let's get moving here. Let's turn on a light under here too, so you can see. Let's block that light. All right, so on my stove, I have a pan. Turn your pan on medium heat. We're making a creamy. It's not the original Indian curry, but we're making a creamy. You know, I still got Merry Christmas up here. Don't bother. Don't pay that no mind since I brought it to your attention. But anyway, in this pan, I'm going to be adding, these are some of our ingredients. We have onion, we have spices, we have chickpeas, coconut milk, red mint salt. Very easy. It is 1 o'clock. Let's see if we can get this done in about 20 minutes. In a pan, I'm going to do no oil. If you want to add oil, you can add maybe like a tablespoon of oil, but I'm not going to add oil. I'm just going to add water and saute. Now, this recipe, I'm making a smaller portion, but you can double the recipe and make 2 15-ounce cans. I'm using organic chickpeas in this recipe. So I'm going to add my onions to the pan. You hear that sizzle? Add the onions to the pan. The pan is on medium heat. And I'm going to add to that about 3 tablespoons of water. And I just got some hot water because I don't want to bring the temperature down. I'm just going to saute that. You can saute in water. And we're going to saute these for about maybe like 1 minute. Got a little hunk of a onion here. No hunks allowed. How's everybody been? I've been on not vacation, but healing from illness. But I am glad to be back in the kitchen, turning the corner. So I hope that you are well too. If you like one-pot meals, and if this is your first time, my name is Chef Mar of Chef Mar Oils and Cuisine. Thanks for joining me here in the kitchen. Let's do it. So I'm going to turn this up, and I'm going to saute these for about 1 or 2 minutes in the pan. Let them do their thing. So while they are sauteing, I'm going to do a little something different to the chickpea curry. I'm going to add kale, and I have just plain, ordinary, curly kale. And what you want to do, if you eat collards or anything like that, you want to destem your kale. All right? So let's move over here. De-stem the kale. Bring our cutting board over here. And I think I'm going to add only like 1 cup of this. But if I need more, I'll have it. It's already de-stemmed. And all I have to do is just, you can either chop it up, cut it up. I basically tear it with my hand. We're going to add some more nutrition to the meal. Chickpeas are full of protein. If you don't like chickpeas, I would suggest trying them in different ways. It's a very, very good source of protein, especially if you're not eating meat. If you're on consecration during this time, I know a lot of people are. So, yeah. So we're just sauteing. Let me turn this around this way. And we're just sauteing these in water just for a few minutes because they're going to continue to cook. If you see my Did You Know series, I talked about getting rid of your black utensils that we use to cook with. I had them too. They are made out of, they're toxic, but they are made out of old computers, old electronics, and those kind of things when we're cooking with unknowingly. And I didn't know either, but when you do your research and you learn, here in my kitchen, I like to drop knowledge. And as I'm learning, I'm sharing with you. They cause hormone problems in our body. Hey, Val Brooks. Hey, Doll. They cause hormones in our body. So we're cooking with those utensils that are black and you get from the dollar store, and we're cooking with them. They get into our foods and they cause so many types of harmful diseases in our body. A lot of them give you hormone problems, perhaps endocrine disruptors. So yeah. So in here, like I said, you can saute with water. If you're watching your oil intake, if you were doing oil, I would do avocado or grapeseed. I would not do olive oil in this particular recipe, okay? So in here we have our onion. 1 whole onion if you're doubling the recipe. I'm just doing a half an onion because I'm only doing 1 can of organic chickpeas, okay? So we got that going in there. We added about 3 ounces of water to this. And now I'm going to add just a tad bit more because I'm going to add in my ginger. Now, here's the thing. Grated ginger, organic ginger is absolutely amazing. You do not have to peel organic ginger. It is your preference. You do you in your kitchen. I'm going to do me. I do have grated ginger. However, I can't come in the kitchen without talking about what I use. If you do not have ginger, you can use, this is what I use a lot of times because oftentimes, especially nowadays, I looked at produce in the markets or wherever you shop. I mean, they're wilted, they're soggy looking, but if you don't want to buy a whole piece of ginger because you're not going to use it, hit me up. I can tell you how to get authentic culinary oils. I use culinary oils a lot. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon of ginger. Now, like I said, if you were doubling this with 2 cans, you would have to use 1 tablespoon. So we're going to saute that in our pan. It's smelling very good. Now, if you find out your pan is getting a little dry, just add a little bit more water. So we're going to saw that. We're not sawing, we're sauteing. Hello, welcome to Chef Mars Kitchen. Caring is sharing, so please share the live. We're making a creamy, quick, about 20 minutes, and this will be on your table. Like I said, it's good for meal prep. It's good for dinner. You can have it for breakfast if you want to. We're going to heat this through for about 1 minute. We're going to add our spices. Then in here, I have turmeric. I have garam masala, which is an Indian spice. I have turmeric, I have curry. So we're going to add this. And when we add this to the pan, since it is almost dry, what it will cause the oils to do is release its flavors. It's called blooming. So we want to bloom these flavors. The onions are going to turn a nice color. So we're just going to make sure your heat is on medium. You don't want to burn the spices or burn anything for that matter. So let me see if you, tell me if you can't see, because you don't necessarily need to see me. We're going to cook this for 1 minute, and it smells good. It smells amazing. And this comes together so very quickly. I do have some coconut milk, not oil. You can use coconut oil if you do not want to use the water. So we're stirring it, and this is what it should look like real quickly, just like that. That's the color we want on our onions and our ginger in our pan. And then we're going to add coconut milk. I have an organic coconut milk here, so I'm just going to add it to the pan. Add it to the pan. And we're going to stir this until all of those spices. Now, if you need more, that's why it's good to taste while you're cooking. I'm pulling up all of that on the bottom that was on the pan. And this should cook for about 3 to 4 minutes in our pan. And I might add some more spices to it. It smells delicious. You know, put in the comments if you've ever had chickpea curry. Many people make it different kind of ways. Now, I know that if there's anyone that's looking online and they're like, oh my goodness, that's not authentic curry. It takes longer than 20. This is a quick, easy 20-minute. And I'm just going to add a few more spices because I want that color to come through. I'm going to add a little more turmeric. Turmeric is good for the inflammation. One thing about spices, if you get good quality spices, it is good for, turmeric is good for inflammation. Very good for inflammation. It's good for pain. So the cumin is also very good. So I'm going to add a little bit more of that to here. A little more cumin. I'm going to add a little more garam masala. Garam masala has cloves. It has fennel. It has, the one I'm using has dried mango. It has curry leaves. It has fennel. All of those spices that I'm naming are good not only for not only for cooking, but for medicinal purposes. I have some that's already open, so let me grab it. And we're going to bring this, it's on medium. We haven't added any salt. Now, I told you that sometimes you don't have these spices on hand. I can add, where are you? I have cumin. This is derived from the natural plant. It is an oil. You can get this if you want to. Just DM me. I'll tell you how. And when I tell you, if I put 1 drop in here, it's very strong. 2 drops is 1 teaspoon. My suggestion is do not shake it. Do not shake it because you'll get more and it will overpower your dish. So I'm going to add, if I didn't have cumin, I have this. And I don't have to worry about it going bad or anything. But it punches up the meal so very well. I'm going to add a little bit of more garam masala. It's an Indian spice. As I said, this is an organic brand as well. If you can't find organic, you know, I tell people use what you got until you get what I got. So yeah, this is nice golden brown color to this curry. And we're stirring that in. I always say everything has a place. So when you finish with something, make sure you put it back in your cabinet. We have that. We have turmeric. We have our onions. We have our ginger. We have, what else do we have? Turmeric, onions, ginger, in our pot. And also, I have some fresh kale, which I'm going to add at the end. Now, it is good to taste as you go. Where's my tasting spoon? That's not the one. I'm just tasting. Very good. Very good. Very good. Bring that all together. Bring this up to a boil. Bring it up to a boil. We're going to reduce to a simmer, and we're going to continue adding the rest of our ingredients. We're going to stir in our chickpeas when this comes to a boil. If you like this a little darker, it's getting thick and creamy. You can see it's getting thick and creamy. We're going to add our chickpeas. These are washed and drained. Do not throw away the liquid that comes out of the can, because you can make so many wonderful things with that. So I'm adding in my washed and drained chickpeas. Adding that in. I'm going to stir that in very well. This is just a creamy golden chickpea. I think I want to add some something else to it. We clean, we cook clean. You don't like, we get it all out because we paid for it. So get it all out. Bring this up to a boil for about 3 to 4 minutes. When I tell you this is quick and easy. Quick and easy. I'm going to add just a little Redmond salt. This is absolutely amazing. Why? Because it's minerals, it's unrefined. It will not, you know, you have to do everything in moderation, but it's good because if you're dealing with high blood pressure or anything like that and you want to add a salt that won't elevate it as much, Redmond salt. I wish I would have went to the Redmond salt factory where you can see the caves where the salt comes when I was in Utah. Didn't get a chance to do that, but I'm not sponsored. Redmond salt. I'm going to add maybe a teaspoon or half. Let me do it in my hand. You know how Grandma used to do. I might need more, but you can always add, but you can't take out. Okay? And I'm going to add just a little touch of Ceylon cinnamon. This is also absolutely amazing. The only kind of cinnamon that you need to be buying. Don't buy it from the dollar store. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So what's in our pot? We have chickpeas. We have garam masala. We have cumin. We have, it's my curry. That's what I'm missing. Curry, the curry. Can't be curry without the curry. I know I have it. Hold on. Here we go. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Y'all didn't tell me. I forgot the curry. Hey, Mariam. There we go. There we go. I knew something was missing. There we go. And here's the thing. I cook, and a lot of times I don't do measurements. So you use what you got. If you want the recipe, I can send it to you. Look how creamy this is. And when you are cooking sauces and creams, I'm turning this down to a medium heat. You want the sauce to do this. That's called nappe. You want it to leave a trail. That's how you know that your sauce is thick, good, and delicious. I'm going to kill the heat. Put things back where they belong. And we're turning off the heat because I'm going to do something different. I'm going to add a cup of water in here. I'm using hot water, so it won't bring down the temperature. Add a cup of water. After the 10 minutes of boiling, add that cup of water to it. Put in the comments if you've ever had chickpea curry before. Absolutely very good. Very good. I'm going to taste again with my tasting spoon. See if I need to add anything else. I'm going to bring that back up. It could use a little black pepper. I'm using, I also have black pepper essential oil. 1 drop will do the whole thing. I'm just showing these because a lot of times we don't have cilantro. A lot of times we don't have cumin. A lot of times we don't have lemons or ginger. And the way things are going nowadays with the food industry, it makes you shake your head. Like, you go to buy vegetables and they're wilted. If you can, grow your own food. Start it indoors. You don't have to have a big space. I'm turning this back up. You don't have to do that. So I'm just adding a little bit of black pepper. My favorite spice. And I'm going to bring this back up to temp. So, like I said, if any questions, put it in the comments. Please share, because sharing is caring. I like to eat clean, cook clean, live clean. I'm not vegan, I'm not vegetarian, but I like to eat whole plant food meals. And bring things that are going to nourish our body, because a lot of times the things we eat, they don't nourish our body. And we want, especially in these days and times, with everything that's going around, I'm telling you. So this is a golden, creamy chickpea curry. I have some kale. You can not add this. You can add spinach to the meal if you want, to the dish. I'm going to add maybe like a cup. And I'm going to let that cook for about 1 minute. It's not the traditional, but if you want to add greens and get greens into your family's diet, this is the way to do it. We're going to just let that simmer and cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, and we should be done in a few minutes. I mean, you can come in from work, from school, anywhere, and say, man, I need something really quick to eat. It's done. It's done. I'm going to add also nutritional yeast. Did I add my garlic? Where's my garlic? I'm going to add nutritional yeast. This brings a nutty, delicious flavor, full of vitamins, especially vitamin C. Has a nutty taste. I put it on my popcorn. I put it in my vegetables. Don't leave home with it. It smells amazing. So we added our nutritional yeast in, and my garlic that I should have put in with my onions, but I'm just going to chop. You can add, if you're making 2 cans, I would add 3 cloves of garlic. Just going to add this in. Don't do what I just did. Don't use this part of your knife. Use the blade. I've been out of the kitchen for a minute. Turning this off and let this simmer. When you add your ginger and your onions, add your garlic. This is real life cooking. And this is what it looks like. We're going to plate this up. I might get a couple bites of raw garlic. I want to taste it and see if we need to add anything else. Here's my tasting spoon. It's just me, but when you get in the habit of doing things correctly, you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, I did that on live. Let's taste. Now, that's good. It's spicy, but not spicy hot. You taste the spices of the cumin, the curry, the garam masala. Very good. I do need just a tad more salt to it, just a little bit, because ain't nobody trying to deal with the pressure. Now look, you can add more spinach, kale, or not. You don't have to add it at all. But look at how creamy and delicious this looks. Look at that. This is just one can. This is good for a couple of meals. I mean, a family of 2 can eat off of this. Now, here's the thing. We're going to pair this with, let me clean up, because, you know, we eat clean, we cook clean, we try to live clean. And that's what I want you to do. Okay? We're not finished. Let's move everything over here. Let me put my piece of naan and bread. Because it's good. Because you need something to sop it up with. You know what I'm saying? Just something to sop it up with. Real quick. Let's throw that in real quick. Move this over to the side. Grab a rag, clean off our counter. And we're done. And we're done. Like I said, if you care to get the culinary oils, it's a game changer. I promise you, it is a game changer. It will boost your meal to a whole nother level. Now, let's get a plate, a bowl, or something. Now, I'm pairing mine. You can do jasmine rice, you can do jazzberry rice, you can do balsamic rice, black rice, red rice. I like rices that don't raise my glycemic index. That is your blood sugar. So I try to stay away from white rice. Brown rice, if you have to, but really, truthfully, in all truth, it's not really a good rice. So if you can get red rice, black rice, jazzberry rice. Jazzberry, you can find it on Amazon. Red rice, you can find it on Amazon. So all we're going to do is just take this lovely chickpea curry. And I'm just going to add it to the bowl with some red rice. And get my naan bread. This is an Indian bread. You can make your own. And you just tear it. And you just eat it. So let's try it. You know, 30 minutes. If I wasn't talking, it wouldn't have been that long. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this lovely food. Thank you for the hands that prepared it. That would be me. And the viewers that are going to prepare it too. All of you, I see your names. And if you're watching the replay, I'm going to see you too. Amen. All right. Look at my red rice. When I tell you this is absolutely amazing, it has like a nutty taste to it. Yes. So let's get some of it with our chickpea curry. Open wide. Let's see. Baby. Close my. It's creamy. It's comforting. It's delicious. You don't have to have the rice. Matter of fact, if I was eating this by itself, I wouldn't even do the rice. Maybe. And you just take your naan bread. I'm trying to get. Oh yes, look. Let me just put it down so you can see. Look, absolutely good. Make it. You want the recipe? DM me your email address. Just drop your email address in. Sorry for licking my fingers. Val is good. Miriam is good. For fear that I'm going to say your name wrong, I'm going to say, now let me know. Akifa, I tried it, but I want you to try this. That's all I have for you. It's over. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you're done. Make this. It's good for meal prep. Store it, cool it, store it in a not plastic. Throw all those to-go black containers, microwave containers out. Start incorporating glass containers in your home, so we can get rid of the toxins that we unknowingly, and sometimes we do it anyway, but we want to be able to live healthier. I want you to eat clean, cook clean, and most of all, live clean. It's good to be back in the kitchen. Thank you so very much for your patience and your time. Share the live, share the love, and don't forget, love somebody, pray for somebody, and also stay blessed. Bye.